everybody. So this is the first time I'm doing this year. I'm really excited. I'm giving you my Michigan football predictions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and do it at least every week, probably the same day as game day, and that way I can factor in injuries or anything like that. So, since this is my first one, and you're probably watching this for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you like my prediction, give me a like. If you don't like my prediction, give me a dislike. Leave a comment below with your thoughts. Maybe you agree about some things, disagree. Would love to have some open conversations about this. So, let's get into this. Michigan is this year expected to finish fourth according to a lot of the polls out there, the preseason polls and stuff. And I think we're going to surprise some people. I don't know about a college football playoff appearance. However, I think we're going to have 2 losses all year. Okay? And I don't think it's going to happen against Notre Dame. And let me tell you why. The Notre Dame quarterback completed 49% of his passes last year. And my opinion is that Notre Dame has always been overrated. They play a soft schedule year in and year out, with some notable programs on there like USC and now Michigan again. But they don't play any real powerhouses on a year-to-year basis anymore. And they always seem to be ranked really well to start the year, and by the end of the year, they're not ranked as high. So I think this year they're ranked number 12. Michigan's ranked 14. I think there's a lot of questions about Michigan's offensive line. Some questions about Shea Patterson, even though a lot of people are calling him the Shavior. I think Shea Patterson's going to be just fine. Watching him a little bit at Ole Miss and seeing some highlight clips and things like that, he throws a beautiful ball. He looks like he can keep plays alive when they break down. So even in some instances where the offensive line maybe isn't blocking real well, Shea Patterson might be able to extend the play for his receivers to get open and make the pass. Now, the thing that Shea Patterson really has is he's got some good running backs. I think Chris Evans is going to be a monster this year. He's very shifty, elusive. I think he's going to have a really good year. And then I also think that Karan Higdon is going to have a monster year. Karan Higdon can be the bigger back, but he's fast. I think he could break a lot of big plays this year. In fact, I think Karan Higdon will be the leading rusher. I think he will get more than 1,000 yards this year. We have good tight ends. Zach Gentry, 6'7", former quarterback, recruit from Harbaugh's first year, switched to tight end pretty quickly after that. And from what I've heard, reading newspapers and things like that, he is going to be pretty good. McEwen is an awesome tight end. I think he's going to be really good. In fact, I think he will probably be our leading tight end when it comes to receptions. I think our receivers are going to play really well. I think we've got, Nico Collins is a monster. We have some injuries there, but I really think our receivers are going to be fine. They're young. They've got talent. These were all highly recruited kids. I expect them to play well. I know we have a key injury there, but I think we're going to play well still. Defense. Now, Monet in his early years, he was touted as being a top guy. He broke his leg, I believe, really early on. And I expected him to be great a few years back. Obviously, guys stepped up like Mo Hurst, and, we didn't need his impact as much. But I think this year we need him. Aubrey Solomon, young kid, again, highly recruited at defensive tackle. I think Aubrey Solomon's going to be good. I expect him to have a good year. I don't know about great, but I really expect Monet to hold down the middle of the defensive line. Chase, all I do is win, win, win. Winovich, as Desmond Howard said this morning, that cracked me up. Chase Winovich, I think, is going to have a monster year, double-digit sacks. I think Rashan Gary is going to have a breakout year, and I love Rashan Gary. I met him his freshman year at the Nike event when we unveiled all of our new gear and stuff. And he was really nice, really cool. I will say he's played well. I do not think he's performed up to expectations yet, but I expect him to have a great year too. Double-digit sacks, maybe. I think he'll come up big in key situations. I don't think he'll have plays where you're like, where was Rashan Gary? I think he's going to be, you're going to know where he's at all the time, and the announcers are going to call his name a lot. Linebackers, Devin Bush, one of the fastest linebackers that I can recall at Michigan. I remember, obviously Jabril Peppers, Sean Crable. I think Devin Bush is fast, and I think he's going to play really well. I think he's going to have a good year. I think Notre Dame today is going to be struggling. I think they're going to get less than 45% completion percentage. I think they will be lucky to break 225 yards of all offense. In fact, I think if they're going to pick up any yardage, it's going to be on some misdirection. I don't think they can just pound the ball on us. I don't think they can throw it on us. I think they're going to really struggle. And of those 225 yards max, I think that will be on maybe one or two big plays where maybe they catch, the Michigan defense sleeping. But yeah, I think maybe 10 points tops for Notre Dame. And of those 10 points, I think some of that will come off of offensive turnover in our own zone. Don't want to see that happen, but I'm assuming Shea Patterson is going to do some snaps under center. That's not something he did at Ole Miss. Maybe there's a bad exchange there. Maybe a lineman steps on his foot, something. So I expect us to do well. I expect, maybe a couple mistakes early on. I think Michigan's going to win big. I really do. I think we're going to win maybe 28-10, 28-14. If the score is closer, which I told someone this morning I could see that happening, I still think statistically we're going to just dominate the game. So again, Michigan wins big, and we move on to our next game. So that's my prediction. Love to hear your thoughts. Again, leave it in the comment below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.